The concept of Ishvara, a god, in Advaita Vedanta. Advaita Vedanta, the non-dualistic school of Indian philosophy, presents a nuanced understanding of Ishvara, God. Unlike the theistic traditions that see God as a separate, supreme entity, Advaita Vedanta holds that Ishvara is a manifestation of Brahman associated with my illusion or creative power. When Brahman is seen through the lens of Maya, it appears as the omniscient, omnipotent, and benevolent creator, sustainer, and dissolver of the universe. Ishvara is not bound by Maya but controls it, unlike the individual self Jiva, which is deluded by it. Thus, Ishvara is often described as being beyond human limitations while still engaging with the phenomenal world. However, Advaita Vedanta insists that these attributes are relevant only within the realm of relative reality via Vaidikasada and do not apply to Brahman in the absolute sense. For most seekers, the concept of an anthropomorphic or personal God is essential in their spiritual journey. Ishvara serves as a focal point for devotion bhakti and meditation upasana, helping aspirants purify their minds and cultivate virtues such as humility, surrender, and self-discipline. The various forms of Ishvara such as Vishnu, Shiva, or Devi act as accessible representations of the divine, making it easier for seekers to form a personal connection with the ultimate reality. Scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita encourage surrender to Ishvara as a means to attain liberation moksha. However, Advaita Vedanta maintains that these practices are preparatory steps. The highest realization comes not through devotion to Ishvara as an external entity, but through the direct knowledge of one's non-dual identity with Brahman. A central teaching of Advaita Vedanta is that the distinction between Ishvara, Jiva, individual soul, and Brahman is ultimately an illusion. Ishvara is Brahman seen through the macrocosmic aspect of Maya, while Jiva is Brahman seen through the microcosmic aspect. The difference between them is only due to the conditioning imposed by Maya. When Maya is transcended through self-inquiring and yoga, meditation, and discrimination vaiva, the apparent distinction between Ishvara and Jiva disappears. The famous Simhavaki has great sayings such as Tati Vyamasi, that thou art emphasize this non-utility, leading the seeker to recognize that their true nature is not different from the absolute Brahman. This realization dissolves the need for a separate God and individual self, merging both into the infinite consciousness of Brahman. While Ishvara is indispensable for guiding the seeker toward higher knowledge, Advaita Vedanta utterly calls for transcending even this concept. Once the aspirant attains direct realization of Brahman, Ishvara is understood to be a temporary construct, necessary within the realm of ignorance, but ultimately dissolved in the light of true knowledge. This does not negate Ishvara's importance, but rather places him within a broader framework where he is seen as a functional aspect of Brahman rather than an ultimate reality. The final teaching of Advaita is that there is no duality, no God separate from the individual, no creation separate from the Creator. There is only one infinite, indivisible existence consciousness, bliss Satchitananda, which is Brahman.